Good morning, South Florida. I'm Maribel Rodriguez.
And I'm Carly Barnett. Here's a look at some of your Monday morning headlines. What started as a peaceful day of protest took a violent turn in Fort Lauderdale yesterday. Police were forced to use tear gas to disperse groups. Some businesses, like these along popular Las Olas Boulevard, were looted. The unrest sparked a state of emergency from the city of Fort Lauderdale and a county-wide curfew. Both curfews in Miami-Dade and Broward were lifted this morning at 6 a.m. and they go into effect again tonight.
A Fort Lauderdale police officer is suspended and under investigation this morning for his actions in a video posted on Twitter. The video taken during yesterday's protest shows the officer becoming aggressive with some demonstrators, then pushing a protester that was on their knees. The mayor of Fort Lauderdale said this should have never happened.
And Miami-Dade police made 28 arrests during the protests in downtown Miami yesterday. Crowds started at the American Airlines Arena, marching throughout downtown. The protest was mostly peaceful throughout the morning, and we are seeing the damage done today by some people, though. This is the CBS pharmacy across the street from the arena on Northeast 8th Street and Biscayne Boulevard. You see windows were smashed by pieces of concrete.
And there were more protests across the country on Sunday. Protesters in Los Angeles marched on the Santa Monica Pier for peaceful protests against police brutality. The protests in the nation's capital were not as peaceful as police used tear gas and pepper spray on protesters outside the White House. And in Atlanta, protesters and police officers clashed, leading to the National Guard getting deployed. And that's a look at some of your Monday morning headlines.
Make sure to join us later for CBS4 News at noon and get updates anytime on CBSMiami.com.